And action. Welcome, producers. It's Giddy Paper 281. It's FRJ from FRJ Productions. And I know it's been a very long time since you've all had a chance to interact with me. And I'm going to go ahead and discuss that right now as you're watching some of Mario's gameplay of Fortnite Battle Royale. I didn't have any other clips of anything else recorded to kind of, talk over, so we're just gonna see this for a while. Yeah, there ain't nothing gonna be too much to go over. Nothing really special to watch. This is pretty much one of those moments you just want to get your headphones and just listen. Alright, here we go. So, a few days ago, nearly a week, might have been a week ago, I'm not really too sure, I didn't keep track. I streamed, WWE Battleground, the SmackDown Live exclusive pay-per-view, and I was pretty much just doing the stream and everything until till it ended, and I was like, okay, well, everybody was asking me, hey, you gonna do Extreme Rules later and this and that. I said, yeah, I'll do Extreme Rules later. I want to go ahead and let me set the whole card up, let me take a break, and then we'll go ahead and get started with that, and that's, not a problem. Yeah. So, I don't know if anybody kind of caught the end of Battleground, but kind of when I was already telling everybody that I was gonna take a break and all that, I was telling you all that my back was hurting. That's all I can really remember streaming. I was just telling you guys, I'm gonna take a break, my back's hurting, and then after I take a break, we'll do Extreme Rules and leave it at that. So after the stream was over, I was just kind of like having a lot of back pain, so I decided to go lay down for a little bit, and I was just laying down for about, oh god, maybe 30 minutes, 45 minutes, and I started getting some back aches, even worse. I thought I had, back spasms, and if anybody's ever had any kind of muscle spasm throughout their body, then you know the kind of pain that's, you're going to endure. So it just got extremely bad to the point where I was like, I need to go to the emergency room. So I went to the emergency room. Man, I was there for like 45 minutes in pure agony. I was standing up. I was trying to lift off weight again off my back. It felt like okay, let's say it like this. The best way I can describe it is that imagine if you have a slinky. You know what a slinky is, right? It's just like a little toy that you would put on a stairway and just kind of throw down one step and it would follow itself all the way down. So imagine a slinky. Just stretch out the slinky, okay? That's how your spine's supposed to be, right? It's supposed to be spaced, have some space between each column or bone area, disc. And so now imagine like the top area, not the bottom or the mid area, but just the top area. It's like being crunched, together, which is not really supposed to be like that. And then imagine it being crunched like that, and then someone just kind of grabs it, two hands, and just squeeze as hard as you can. Do a little twisting like an Indian burn too while you're at it. That was pretty much the pain that I was going through, and it was just constant. It was to the point where I started losing some feeling in my right leg. I was like, oh my god, this is ridiculous. Whew. It was just it was unbearable. So pretty much I was there, ended up laying on the ground. It was just ridiculous. And then at that point I don't even know what I didn't even know what I wanted to do. It was something that I just couldn't even handle. But eventually they would end up calling my name. They would come in, they said, okay, well, what seems to be the problem? I said, well, it came in yesterday, and like I said, I had some back issues, upper back area, and then you guys prescribed me some medicine. I took it, it didn't work, and I'm back to square one. It's like, yeah, I don't know what to do. And so from there, they said, okay, so we're gonna go ahead, you just kind of check your heart rate, you can look at your stomach area. We're gonna, have you deeply breathe a couple of times, on the back, and then take it from there. So I said, alright, did a few tests, and they said, okay, well, since the medicine we prescribed you didn't work, and you took this many, right? Because I think I was supposed to take 1 or 2, whatever. They told me to take X amount. I said, oh yeah, I took X amount that you told me to. So they said, okay, well, I'll tell you what we'll do. Since this didn't work last time, this is a little bit stronger. It's like Tylenol, but it's a little bit more advanced. And we put it through an IV, so it goes straight through your veins. You don't, digest it through your mouth orally. Just go straight to the veins, and it starts going to work. I said, okay, let's go ahead and let's go do it. And next thing you know, it worked. I said, alright, thank you very much. So after a while, they said, well, you're free to go whenever you want. Discharge papers are right here. Just we'll go over them, you sign them, yada yada yada, and we call it a day. I said, alright. So I go home. I said, okay, so now that the pain is better, and I think we got the issue resolved, tomorrow I'm gonna stream Extreme Rules, and we're gonna not miss a beat. So as I'm laying in bed getting ready, pretty much just fall asleep, like 10 minutes into it, like I start getting the pain back. I'm like, oh my god, this is like yesterday. But it went away eventually, because it was kind of like an aftermath. Like, it went away through the pain, and then the medicine kicked in, helped it out, and then when the medicine wore off, it came back for like 2 or 3 minutes, and then it went away again, and I slept beautifully. So I said, okay, I kind of went through this yesterday. This is going to be the same thing. Boy, how was I wrong. Within a matter of like 20 more minutes after that, it just came back stronger than ever, and I was just like, no freaking way, man. This is I had no words to describe it. So I told everybody, you know what? It's back. And from there, went back to the emergency room. I was like, I was literally just here like 2 hours ago, and wow, it's back. It's worse. I just wanted to sign the damn thing to give them permission to, give me treatment and wait my turn, and that's exactly what I did. Ended up in the waiting room, ER room, for a very long time again, but yeah, it was worth it. So told them exactly what happened, and they said, okay, well, you know what's strange, because we don't really get too many calls in for your type of back pain, so we don't really know what is wrong, but we do have one question, and that could be a factor into this. Do you have any abdominal pain? And I'm like, abdominal pain? Well, I'm like, oh, yeah, I guess, but it only happens whenever I were to get a massage on my back. That would be the only time that I could say I would get abdominal pain, because if I would get my back massaged, it would transfer over to my stomach area. And it's okay, well, do you, by any chance, does it ever, when it does travel to your stomach, does it hurt here, or here? I'm like, well, yeah, that's exactly where it hurts, like all the places that you just pointed at. They said, okay, well, I'll tell you what we're gonna do. We're gonna go ahead and put you in a room. We're gonna go ahead and hook you up IV, give you some more medicine, and then we will go ahead and order an X-ray and an ultrasound, wait for the results, and leave it from there. I said, okay. So I was waiting in a room. It was like the frontline room, and then little while, it just kind of went away, which I was happy for. But eventually, they got me the x-rays and the ultrasound, and then eventually it got all the way up to like 3 in the morning. And they said, okay, well, we're gonna go ahead and assign you to a room, floor this, room whatever, and we're gonna keep you overnight. So if anyone wants to go home, they can. If anyone wants to stay, they can. Whatever they want, whatever you want, whatever they want, completely fine. Excuse me. I said, okay, sounds good. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. So, excuse me. I pretty much just stayed there by myself. Didn't want everybody to kind of go through too much, even though I was going through a lot. But anyways, you know, I wake up, and they come in. They said, okay, well, here's the thing. Got the results, and pretty much you got gallstones. Yeah. And a result of that means you have pancreatitis. The gallstones go through this part of the gallbladder, and this part of the gallbladder that the gallstones are stuck in is in the pancreas. So we need to wait for that to pass, because if not, we'll have to do surgery. I said, okay, well, alright then, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Later on, the surgeons come in, and they say, okay, well, you know, we looked at everything, and the gallstones look like they could pass on their own, but the only thing about it is you're going to have to not eat or drink for the next 2 days. I'm like, wow. Well, to be honest with you, I haven't eaten in like maybe about 13-14 hours. I'm not hungry, so I think that's not really a problem. If it's gonna flush through, let's do it. I mean, I'm not really a fan of going through surgery, so it's not a problem. I'm definitely I'm all for it, as long as, like, if I don't have to go to surgery, that'll be cool to me. I'll be happy for it. And they said, okay. So later on, they took some blood work. They came back and said, okay, we got some blood results, and well, your liver is giving off a lot of enzymes, and it's at a level 9,000. I said, damn, that's not good, is it? No, it means it means it's too high to operate on for surgery. So from there, they said, we're gonna go ahead and wait in the morning, and we'll see what happens from there. So I was just there for like another day, and they said, okay, well, they didn't really have anything pretty much other than just taking the blood test, and then come back the next day and said, okay, well, now you know, we're gonna go ahead and pretty much get you the surgery. It's gonna be at 9 in the morning, and you'll be good to go. I'm like, wow, that was quick. What about the blood results? Oh yeah, still haven't come in yet, but you know, we're gonna take some more blood tests and yada yada yada, and we'll leave it from there. I said, okay. So they took they looked at the blood test, and they said, okay, yeah, you're way better. And then the next time around, they came in and said, oh yeah, you're ready to go for surgery. So, you know, I was a little bit nervous, quite a bit nervous. I've been through a couple of surgeries before, but it's not fun being knocked out and having a bunch of knives go through your body or anything. You know, it's not very fun. So practically later on, I just was just pretty much chilling most of the time, watching TV, having my own not even privacy, just kind of being on my own for a while, which kind of felt great, you know. Later on, it would just, I don't know, it'll be relaxing, and you know, eventually we would do the surgery, but the surgeon would say, you know what, here's what we got to do. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna cut you open, we're gonna remove the gallbladder, we're gonna remove the stones, and then we're gonna patch you up. So this is how the procedure works, okay? We're gonna go ahead and open you up a little incision right here, one on the belly button, and then 3 on your right side. I'm like, wait a minute, you're gonna put like 5 holes in me? You're gonna put 5 holes in me to get out, like you said, because I think they told me it was like 3 little gallstones blocking the gallbladder and the pancreas. I'm like, you're gonna really do all that for that? And they're like, yeah. So I said, oh, okay, so now I'm a little more nervous because I'm like, I don't know how that's gonna feel when I wake up. So they said, okay, well, we're gonna do the surgery on this day and leave it at that. I let everybody know, and then they all just waited out. It's a very short procedure. It's about 62 minutes. Eventually I got delayed because I guess of an accident. They didn't really tell me if they had an accident during surgery or somebody was in like an accident where they require surgery, like, you know, if somebody was in a car accident. So that made me a little bit more nervous. I'm like, wait, okay, so you guys said there was an accident, right? Yeah. What happened? Because I just want to know, is it related to what they operated on, or was it like, you know, something terrible that they needed to kind of be on the front lines on and take charge? And they said, oh, we're not obligated to say. Well, that makes me way more comfortable. I mean, that just, you don't really know how much more comfortable that makes me, right? Wrong. Wrong, man, just wrong. So I'm just laying there like, oh great, they don't want to tell me, they probably messed up, and I'm next. I don't even know what to say. I just want to go to sleep. I just want to go to sleep and call it a day. So eventually they get everything ready and they said, okay, well, you're good to go. And I forgot what happened, to be honest with you. I think I fell asleep, or the anesthesia might have gotten to me, and then I went out, and then I don't know. All I remember is I fell asleep, and then I woke up. I just woke up and I saw a big bright light over my head. And it's kind of like wavy. Like, you know, if you were to wave your hand, like 10 different hands will follow your original hand, you know. So I'm looking around trying to like gain focus, and I'm like, what is all this stuff, you know? I see a bunch of machinery just flying around everywhere, going from one side to another, and I'm like, I didn't know what to think, because I think I was drugged up there. I was like, is this the future or something? Like, this is odd. And then I just started talking to, like, hey guys, what's going on? Is anyone there? Hello? You know, just all confused. And I think, well, the one of the surgeons that pretty much operates the anesthesia was like, oh, hello, you're gonna be operated on pretty soon, so we're gonna have to put you to sleep, or back to sleep. So what you're gonna need to do is, here, we'll go ahead and put this on your face. Go ahead and take 3 deep breaths from me. I'm like, okay, well, I guess I could do that. Deep breath, exhale, deep breath, exhale, deep breath. And I was just sitting there like, well, I don't think I'm gonna, and then I just fell asleep. It's like, oh god. Well, next thing you know, I wake up, I'm like, oh god, wow, what the hell just happened? And I'm just like, holy smokes, that hurts like a mother hubbard. I'm like, oh god. So imagine this, okay? I don't even look. I just feel 5 sharp pains, okay? Just imagine. I don't even know if anyone can say they ever got stabbed before, but it's like getting stabbed, okay? I got 5 incisions, okay? So pretty much getting stabbed 5 times, all right? So pretty much feels like getting stabbed 5 times, okay? unanimously, all at the same time. I'm like, damn, dude. So yeah, I pretty much, it felt like I got stabbed 5 times at the same time, all at once. It just went pew, bam. Like 3 people or 5 people just stabbed me all at the same time and just left it at that. I'm like, holy crap. And then, you know, the nurse, the surgeon prep nurse, I was telling him about it, and at this point, you know, I was talking about a bunch of other stuff, just because, you know, I guess if you go through so much pain, you just want to rabble on and on and on, try to do something that would pretty much distract you. And he's just sitting there like, oh really? Oh wow, that's crazy. Oh dang, this, that, and this, that. I'm like, and then later on I realized, you know, I think I told this guy, and he waited like a good 5 to 6 minutes to give me like any pain medicine. Cause you know, I'm pretty much enduring all that in this time. And so eventually, like, he would be like, oh, let me go ahead and get you some medicine. I'm like, oh, that would be really thankful. I mean, that would be really great. Thank you very much. Yeah, so eventually I did end up getting some pain medicine, and then I started getting visitors, and next thing you know, I was like, oh god, the pain's coming back, because it wore off really quickly. And so I told him, I was like, damn, man. I'm like, and then eventually it got even worse. I'm like, damn, man, what the hell? And then one of my family members that was in there was like, well, are you gonna get him something, or are you just gonna stand there like, what the, you know, expletive, like, you know, you hear him telling you this like 3 different times, and you're just sitting there. Oh, I'm sorry, let me go ahead and get that right now. And you know, I would have been mad, but like, I just literally came off anesthesia, and it's like, it kind of is a little bit resemblance of laughing gas, I guess, of like if you were to go to a dent, like, you know, the videos you see of someone going to the dentist and just barely waking up and all looking all goofy, kind of like that. But if I was in the right state of mind, I would have cussed this guy out. Probably would have punched him a couple of times too. But I guess that didn't really matter. Eventually, they took me to the room, and I did not want to move whatsoever. So like the next, you know, I was in recovery for like 2 days, 3 days. Spent a lot of time in there, and I was like, man, I wonder what I wonder how his buddy's doing, because, you know, I haven't talked to him in a while. He's probably upset. He misses me, things of that nature, and just can't wait to go back home. I was happy that I didn't have any complications with the surgery or anything, so yeah, I mean, I just couldn't ask for anything else. And I was telling Mario, oh yeah, well, you know, go ahead and let everybody know when you can about my situation, and then kind of catch them up a little bit. I said, okay, I don't have a problem, I'll do that when I can. And that was just about it. At that point I said, okay, well, I'm gonna just go ahead and take a break, probably wait till Monday, maybe Tuesday to stream, depending on how my stomach feels, because it's very sore. Still felt like I got stabbed, and gotta be on a whole new diet. Lost like 10 pounds in there because I was just on straight IV water going through the veins. And again, no eating, no drinking of the sort. Just, yeah, lost 10 pounds in like 4 days in there. And I'm like, wow, this is crazy. But I'll tell you what though, when I was able to, as soon as I was able to eat, they said, oh yeah, you know, we got you covered, man. Let's see what we got for you here. Let's see, we got some vanilla pudding. So okay, that sounds cool. Got you some carrot soup. Carrot soup? What the hell? I don't want to eat anything hot right now. What else? We got some orange jello, strawberry jello. Orange was good, the strawberry sucked. And then I said, let's see what else we got for you. Oh, we got some ice cream. I said, vanilla ice cream, huh? Alright, that'll work. Next day I had pancakes, and I don't know, it just started working better. Eventually it was just all good to go from there. So I was just extremely happy that I was able to eat. Didn't really have too much of an issue on anything else. I was able to go ahead and resume. Not really resume, because I mean, I came home for a couple of days, and I'm like, yeah, well, I'm gonna have to just rest for a very long time until I feel better. Not gonna just push anything and like be like, oh yeah, I'm okay, just go ahead and go right back into it. Yeah, I gotta be very cautious on a lot of things, but at the time I'm just like, I'm happy. Nothing went wrong. I'm fine. Everything looks good. Couldn't ask for anything else. Couldn't ask for anything more. And so guys, yeah, that's just about it. Hopefully none of you will ever have to go through the torture of a blockage of gallstones through your pancreas or anything. Hopefully you guys will never have to go through any surgery, because it's not really I mean, it's a life experience, but it's not really something that you would want to like go through. I guess to kind of overcome the fear of going through surgery, maybe that's probably the only thing that you want to have it for. But anything else, I mean, it's not fun. I've had one optional surgery that I decided to take, and it was like the worst pain that I've ever had in my life. This one, I kind of didn't want to do it, so I forced myself to, because they said if it comes back, like they said, hey, these stones can pass. You'll be completely fine just like you were a few days ago. But if they come back, which it's like, we don't know. Some people get it back, some people don't. We don't really know. It just really depends on the person. But I'll tell you this much, if it does come back, it's going to be 5 times worse than what you had the first 3 days of, or the first 2 days of your 3 visits to the emergency room. I said, well, that doesn't sound fun. So from that statement, I just forced myself to do it. Hopefully it's the right call in the future, and we'll leave it at that. So yeah, hopefully it was the right decision. Hopefully it's something that I won't ever have to go through again, and that's all I can really say at the moment. But yeah guys, that's pretty much it on everything else that I gotta say at the moment. Again, I'm very sorry. Truly, I'm sorry that I didn't get to stream Extreme Rules the day that I wanted to, because I did tell you guys that I would. Actually, the day I did stream Battleground, and then a lot of people were expecting it the next day in case it didn't happen. I said, oh no, we're not going to do it the next day. What the hell? We're going to be ready to do it today. So again, sorry about that. Didn't really plan for it to happen. It just kind of just went down that way. So again, all I could do is just say I'm sorry. I apologize for it. And I plan on making it up to you guys to satisfy as much people as I can. So as far as Extreme Rules is concerned, when will I be able to do it? I don't want to rush things, because I just don't. It could be something that kind of bites me in the rear end, which I don't really want to have happen. Yeah, so I'm probably just wait a little bit. I just wanted to get this video out, let you all know what's going on, get a little update, and leave it at that. But I'll tell you what, when I do come back to streaming WWE and streaming other games, because we're going to start streaming some more games other than WWE from now on, I might actually slow down and kind of just pretty much slow down and take it easy from streaming as well. So there might be a couple of changes that'll be pretty much better for I guess mainly for me, and I hope a lot of people understand that. If it's the case, I don't really like to disappoint a lot of people, because everybody that's been subscribed and been a producer since like day 1, and since day, I don't even know what day we're on, I appreciate all the support, So again, I do plan on trying to make up for the lost times as best as I can. And and then again, you know, I'm gonna take things a little easy. So if we see a couple of changes to the universe, then hopefully everybody understands and they've listened to the entire video. That's, wow, about to be 30 minutes long now. Oh, it's actually over 30 minutes. If, matter of fact, if whoever's listened to this entire video, I just want to say thank you for actually giving me your ear to just talk into. And I can't wait to see you guys very soon again. Hopefully it'll be very, very soon. If not, then I mean, hey, patience is only a matter of time. So anyway, guys, that's gonna be it for this video. I want to thank you all for listening and watching, depending on what you did, and we'll leave it at that. I'll see you all in the next one, but until the next one, have a great one. For now, cut, and that's a wrap.